What's going on, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Mons Gaming Wrecked, Sportsmaster, Legit Ducks, HKZ, Cody, what's going on? Little Saturday night DD2 fun. Hopefully gonna get some gear tonight. I've been getting a lot of requests for a Barbarian spotlight, so I need to get me some Barbalicious gear. I need some weapons for this guy. I'm gonna barb it out with these campaign weapons here tonight, and I'm gonna have to start off with some meta builds until I get a couple of decent weapons. Literally. Campaign. Ancient power resets do you dirty. Oh yeah. It's good in the long run, but oh man, it stings a little when you first do it. All your gear is gone. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things started off here. Let me hop in the Steam group too. That way, anybody in the Steam group can feel free to join. Let's see. That is not the button I hit. Alright, so I am in the Steam group chat as well. Anybody's more than welcome to join me. Not going to do any floor climbing tonight, Cody. I'm just grinding out gear. I'm not really interested in floor climbing again until Trendy fixes Onslaught. I mean, I'm sure I'll do some casual runs. I actually wanted to start a little tutorial series. But, let's make it public. We'll just call this one Juice Live. We're on US West, by the way. Feel free to hop on in and join me. Anyway, I'll probably do some casual runs. I thought about doing some complete tutorial type walkthroughs, but I'm in Lobbyville. I'm not ready to grind it up yet. I'm only at like floor 55, 57, something like that. So now at 57, all of the mobs and mutators are there. So I could start doing tutorials from then. Go ahead and get it built out here while we're waiting. Anyway, I could start doing tutorials from there and at least cover the lane basics, you know. Yeah, it takes a while, Cody. No doubt about it. It's a grind. Anyway, gonna do some meta builds here for the first few until I get the barb set here. Because rocking the campaign gear is not really gonna get it done. I've got some armor pieces on them, but I don't have any weapons, is my problem. And I'm very disappointed in ability power on the barb right now. Oh my gosh. It's really good situationally, but you gotta want to spin around. If you don't want to spin around and you don't want to do the one-shots, if you want to hack and slash, then man, ability power is just not where it's at on the barb. No, not yet, Wrecked. I'm still saving up. Got some ways to go, sadly. The prices have started to come down, which is good, but still out of my range. Did floor 92 today. Very nice there, Central. Grets. Let's see. Let's just, like I said, just gonna meta it up here at the beginning, just so I can hopefully get some Barbalicious action going here. Let's do that. And late night, I haven't done. They still haven't yet, Trauma. We don't have a date yet. I do think that the Onslaught changes will come. I've been saying that for a month and a half now. But I do think that the Onslaught changes will come prior to the big content update with the new map and everything. But that's just a complete guess, you know. None of his shards are upgraded either, by the way. I am like fresh off the AP train with the barb here. Stances help, huh? Let's do stances. Yeah, it's a little better, huh? Well, yeah, the brand new NVIDIA stuff will be really, really nice. But it's pricey, pricey, pricey. You gotta have big bucks for that. Controller is going to be your best bet up to probably floor 300 or so, and then Melee Boom would take over and become stronger there, HKZ. But, on that same note, if you wanted to prepare for over 300, and you've got Melee Boom, there's nothing wrong with using Melee Boom. You know, Melee Boom will do just fine. See, with the setup I do, the reason I went Controller is I use Melee Boom on my auras, and I usually don't put down a weapon manufacturer without having an aura slapped in the middle of it. So that's kind of my thought process there. Yeah, Marcos knocked it out today. Absolutely. Sadly, there's no floor 1000. I thought that, I mean, everyone thought that it was unlimited this whole time, but it's not. It's 999 is the highest you can go. Marcos, I talked to him, he said when he tried to start up floor 1000, it said, it actually gave him a personal congratulations message, but wouldn't let him start the map. So there was no floor 1000. But, I mean, that's just an insane time commitment just to make it to where he made it. You know, it's crazy. I mean, I would guess it took him, at a minimum, probably 800 hours just to go from floor 55 to 999, I would guess. I mean, that's going for it, you know. I'm doing about 2 or 3 million DPS with his spin. That's why I keep using it. I'm not a big fan of the spin. I actually like the Barb one-shot builds. But sadly, the lightning stance doesn't scale very well off of ability power. I'll get to floor 999 one of these days. Marco's gonna have to give me like a year's head start though. Just impossible to do when you're doing other stuff. $8 in Sweden. That's assuming he just straight grinded it, but I know he didn't do that. He AFK'd most of it with bees and in Netflix. So I mean, when you look at actual time, I'm sure it was at least double that. But I mean, if he grinded it, you could grind it probably in 800 hours. I mean, it's a huge time commitment, you know, no doubt about it. I personally don't care, so I'm not going to do it. I can't grind Onslaught and make videos. It's just not, there's not enough hours in the day. So I'm not the guy that's going to hit floor 1000. I mean, I will teach other people how to get there. But I'm not going to do it myself. It's too much time. It's just, you know, just not an option. Just do expeditions there, just Blaze. There is no quick trick to getting Defender medals. The trick is re-roll your dailies every day. If you get a crappy one like this one, 225, re-roll that. Now, I had a win 2 maps that I re-rolled to another win 2 maps, and then my new one was win 2 maps, and I re-rolled it to win 3 maps, so it got slightly better. So you get the bad side of it too, but for the most part, your odds are good if you always re-roll it. 100,000 gems. 100,000 gems is worth nothing in real life direct, so it's not gonna feed ya. If Trendy was willing to pay me to sit there and grind Onslaught, I would by all means go to 999, but since Trendy doesn't pay anybody, It ain't happening for me. I would do Onslaught all day long on stream. Exclamation WM in chat there, Amended Colt. Will give you the full rundown on weapon manufacturers. But as a general rule, all defenses in the game, you want to start with destruction, defense rate, and deadly strikes, and then make changes from there. But that should be your base setup. No rewards, Control. No rewards at all. That's why Marcos is the only one that's been crazy enough to do it yet. All you get is bragging rights, which to me, bragging rights are not worth that amount of time. I'll just not brag and go to floor 300 instead. That'll work out much better for me. You just gotta keep playing there, I envy. Your gear, all the gear in each Chaos tier is the same now. The difference is what upgrade level you get it at. So, like, if it's your first time doing a Chaos 7 map, you're gonna get 0 out of 10 upgrades, but you're still getting Chaos 7 gear. Ooh, wrecked. So the only difference between grinding it and just starting a new Chaos tier is the upgrade level. But besides that, the quality will all be the same. God dang. Got smoked again. Maybe I should put some stances up, huh? Yeah, I didn't play on those servers, Just Blaze. I played on the ranked servers, so there was no mods for me. But yeah, I'm familiar with that. It's actually what most people say ruined DD1. Yep, you can get max C7 loot off the ground, my Dixie, by having a champion score that is equivalent to being in all Chaos 8 gear. So if you've got a Chaos 8 weapon, head, chest, boots, and gloves, the gear on the floor in Chaos 7 will be 10 out of 10. Yeah, the more you do it, the higher the upgrade level. Now, it's not better loot, I envy. It's the same loot, it's just already upgraded. You can upgrade the loot that you're finding right now, and it will be the same as what I'm getting. If you look, you see down at the bottom, the upgrade levels, it says 6 of 10. Every piece will say 6 of 10. That's as high as it will go. And I'm expected to upgrade it the rest of the way. Alright, we got 2 open spots. Feel free to hop on in. We'll join in another map here. Anyway, the only way to get that to 10 of 10 is to be in a full set of 6 of 10 loot from the next tier. So I would have to have Chaos 8 loot that's all upgraded to at least 6 of 10. Or it's actually 5, so it would be 3 of 5. Because there's only 5 upgrade levels on Chaos 8 gear. Man, I didn't get a sword. Not one sword. Are you kidding me? Green ones? Come on now, really? Yeah, but the old loot system is no longer a thing. It's now whatever tier you're playing in is the tier of the loot you're gonna get. I've already got several things started, Central. I'm not gonna do any of my DPS stuff for heroes, but I am gonna do quite a few defenses. I've got 3 of... Oop. God dang it. I just accidentally equipped something. I think it was that. Anyway, I'm going to do a bunch of defenses. I've got my weapon manufacturers there. My flame arrows are started. See, they're 4 of 5. The weapon mans are already there, 5 of 5. I got my poison dart towers already there. But I will get all the defenses that I use commonly upgraded up for sure. Anyway, feel free to join me right off of the table or through the Steam group, whichever you prefer. And like I said, just going to do a few meta builds at the start here to get this Barbarian geared. I just have to get weapons. I've got plenty of armor that I can put together an armor set for him, but I've been getting lots of requests for a Barbarian spotlight, and I'm just not in a position to do it because I don't have the gear, you know? Gots to get that gear. Let's see. There we go. We got some folks popping in here now. The more people, the more loot. So get on in here. I can probably get away with one more over here. This is a boss lane. No, that's not a perfect tenacity. I've got the tenacities on my I got 2 perfect tenacities. I got them on my weapon mans and protons. I will probably end up replacing that that tenacity on the flamers for something else down the road. But I just said to hell with it and upgraded it anyway, because now it's funny, it's reverse now. At first, everybody was all sweating the amps, and the amps aren't a problem anymore. I've still got, even after doing those 3 pieces, I've got like 10 plus amps left, plus enough gold to buy 10 more, you know, so. So that's why I went on and did it. So whatever I replace it with, I'll just upgrade that piece up to Chaos 8 and blow an amp, and then swap the mod over. Yep, Chaos 7 US West. Should be there, Iceman. You can always join through the Steam group if you don't see it on the war table. Remember, sometimes the refresh on the war table doesn't work, but if you close out the war table and then rejoin, then it usually will. What the heck? Oh, this is that one song. It popped onto the playlist the other day. I'm gonna skip it. That's the same song. Let me see. Here, let's just go to this guy. I know this is a different musician altogether. Skipping songs on the playlist. Terrible. Somebody else told me that, Joseph. Said that that's a Swedish song. Summoner or EV2? It's opinion, really. I mean, they're both awesome heroes. The Abyss Lord is super, super strong, and so is the EV2. So, really, the correct answer is get them both. Defense rate is so hard to get because you want it. That's how it works with all of us, with all our stuff. If you want it, it's never drops. Yeah, Lightning Strike Auras are awesome. There's no bad heroes. There's no bad defenses. It's a matter of just gearing them properly. Lightning Strike Auras are single target, is the thing most people need to remember. So, although they do attack very quickly, they only hit one mob at a time. Guessing commands is too hard. There is no estimate yet, INV. I can guess and tell you it will be like within the next month to 6 weeks, maybe. The only thing we know for sure is it won't be next week. We know that 100% for certain. Lalta said straight up, it's not coming next week. Nah, ballistas are great, Iceman. Ballistas are actually a go-to for a lot of people. I know Sidewalk Hero and Show, they love ballistas. They use them all the time. I don't use them as often because I'm a big fan of the DD1 ballistas, the harps, and they are just not that, you know. But the bottom line with every defense in the game is we've got defenses doing multi-million DPS to mobs that don't require anywhere near that to kill them. So, I mean, you can really use anything you want. You don't know how to use a buff beam? Well, buff beams are not super strong at the moment for the amount of DU you spend on them. In fact, if I was to say what is the worst defense in the game, I would probably say buff beam. But it is still usable, but you'd want to go defense power and defense crit damage on it and put it over top of your other defenses. Like, for example, if I wanted to buff this stuff, I would want it to run like right across this way. That way it hit that flame aura and this weapon manufacturer node, and it would cover them both. But that would be a huge waste of DU on this map. Alright, Sportsmaster, take it easy. Have a great night. Thanks for swinging by. $11.39. I said I was only going to get 100 Ascension levels a week, and I've gotten 140 this week. I was at 999 last Saturday night. I think it was last Saturday night. But it's alright. A little extra never hurts. Better to have a little extra than not enough, you know? Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with a buff setup on this barb with hero damage. Go the hero damage buff setup. I think that is going to be the way to go for me. I'm disappointed at how the lightning aura scales with ability power. It's not near as good as it was prior to this big change. Ooh, getting wrecked. Get rid of the lightning for a minute. There we go. I'm not that guy, Mended. I'm not here to try to prove anything. I'm just here having fun and playing games. So, challenge not accepted. Don't even know what it is yet. Alright, Quibs. It's the only thing I'm good for, is that right there. Just one shot and Quibs. What's better, Nimbus or Slime? Neither one of them is better. They're completely different defenses. The Slime Pit is a big AoE defense that hits like a truck, and the Nimbus is a single target defense that hits like a truck. So they're completely different defenses, both really, really good. So it's situational. If you need AoE, the Slime Pit would be better. If you need single target, then the Nimbus would be better. You know? But on the same note, the Slimes hit so hard, if you need single target, the Slimes will probably still get the job done for you. Let's see. I think we're plenty beast mode enough here. Seems like the music got a little loud. Is the music too loud? Let me know, let me know. It might just be this song, but it definitely seems like it got loud. Let's see how this next one is. That would be DPS only, Mended. If you don't have anything for the buff beam to buff, then it does nothing. That would be saying beat a C7 map with no defenses. A buff beam's got to have something to buff, or it's nothing. It's just there, looking attractive. Buff beams do no damage. So, you know, what can you do? That's like the most boring thing ever. Any group can DPS only any map. It's shy of maybe Bastille. That turns it into, you know, if I want to play a shooter, I'll play Warframe. You know, this is a tower defense game. I want to defend with towers. If I want to play a shooter, I'll play a shooter. Depends on how you put them there, Partek. I've seen some nice buff beam art, man. I had a guy, I remember there was a dude that did an eyeball with a buff beam. He used buff beams, proton beams. I think it was a geyser trap. It was either a geyser or an explosive trap for the center, for the eye or the pupil. He did really good on it. It looked awesome. Yeah, like I said, I would play a shooter. Before I would ever do some silly challenge like that in DD2, I would play a shooter, not try to turn a tower defense game into a shooter. It does not sound fun to me. Sorry, dude. Should try the game, not today, tonight. What game, Central? What game you speaking of? I actually downloaded Graveyard Keeper earlier. I haven't done a playthrough of it since its launch, but I did download it. It was Chaos 2. The first one I got was in Chaos 2 there, and the second one I got was in Chaos 3. So I had to upgrade both of them all the way up, which kind of stinks. It's always nicer when you get it full up, you know? I still don't see what game you're talking about there, Central. An 8-bit game and you're a bouncer. Every defense in the game, Sam, you start off with defense rate, destruction, and deadly strikes, and then expand out from there. Like, I personally would get rid of deadly strikes on the slimes because their range is so big naturally, and go with like vampiric empowerment instead. Still no legendaries. Where's my swords? If I didn't want swords, that's all that would drop. What the heck? Oh well. They'll come eventually. Just need them to get here. It's so weird. You're on the you play on the Dryad, that's all you see is swords, and you never get anything else. Papers, Please was really fun, but it got old after just a few minutes. It didn't take long. What's going on, Logan? How you doing? It does, Sophisticus. I don't know what the deal is, but when you got a Dryad, man, they just drop like crazy. I just need mana. Needs the mana, please. Oh, I got 215. I got enough for this lane. I don't have a geared Dryad. If I had a geared Dryad, I would probably play active on the Dryad to increase my chances some more. There's a couple I can throw on. Let's see. There we go. That's better than I was using anyway, for sure. Alright. Where's the rest of the juice? Are they bugged? That's gonna stink if we gotta... Oh, there we go. Somebody just popped in. They're not gonna get any mana, though. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing the Dryad. The Dryad's not any stronger than the EV. The EV's not any stronger than the Apprentice. The Apprentice isn't any stronger than the Squire. So, I mean... The thing the Dryad can do for you is make things really, really lazy. But there's nothing wrong with playing a Dryad. Ask Marcos. He just went to floor 999 with it. You know? They haven't said anything yet, Logan. I'm sure they're going to change something, but we just don't know what yet. Alright, well, it's a minimum build, so we're going to have to watch lanes. There's no good way, Andre. It's a terrible, terrible grind, which is brutal. The easiest way to get a really, really good mod is to buy it. But as far as finding it, there is no tricks. Gonna have to keep an eye out here, folks, because we are short. This lane's fine, but this other side, yeah, Marcos is max ancient power for sure. Yeah, I mean, at one time he was #1 in AP. So I mean, he's a grinder, you know. He don't play no games. He's all about the grind. Everything over here got wrecked, actually. The only way to get the prestigious weapons are to prestige, Aaron, so you have to use the ancient power system. You can buy them from other players. No, it doesn't stack. Like, whatever you put destructive on, you would only put one of in the lane. You wouldn't put two. Like, you would, like, if I put a lightning strike in the middle of these 3 flame auras here and put destructive on it, it would hit all 3 of these auras. But if I put, say, 1 flame aura in the middle and put 3 lightning strikes around it, it wouldn't stack on that one in the middle. It would only get credit for it once. I've been playing DD2 since it was a thing. There, Sam. Actually, before it was a thing. And here I am upgrading this stuff instead of building more. We didn't need these. We've got air already covered back here. So that is definitely not what we needed, but whatever. Destructive Pylon is like a mini destruction on the defense that it's on. It doesn't get as much power as destruction. The first 2 shards are definitely worth it. They're Amended Cult. Mass Destruction and Vicious Strikes are the first 2 you get. And those are some awesome, awesome items. You get it every single time you use Ancient Power. You get a random one, Aaron. So, like, if you Ancient Power 10 times, you'll get 10 random prestigious weapons. I played DD2 when it was a friends and family MOBA beta. Just to give you guys an idea. I played it that long. It wasn't even a tower defense game, it was a MOBA. It was trying to ride on the League of Legends craze back then. First PS4 player to hit 999. Sweet. Tell him good luck. It does, but it's not supposed to, Master Ming. It's a bug. It stacks right now, but it's not supposed to stack. But it's been stacking like that for almost a year. So it's to the point now where Trendy, in my eyes, should just say it's not a bug, it's a feature. It now stacks and is acceptable. For the mod itself, there's zero benefit in changing the rarity, Andre. A blue mod, a perfect mod on a blue piece of gear is the exact same as a perfect mod on a legendary piece of gear. So you don't have to change the rarity of it before you put it on the piece that you want. You just have to take it to the appropriate chaos tier. Why am I watching this lane? It's like the lane with all the defenses. And that's the lane I decided to watch. WTF. I think he was trying to get... He's trying to get to 900, floor 999 there, Soph. Not the caps. It's a grind, man. I mean, just tell him before he does it. First off, realize he's going to be completely burnt out by the end of it. But also make sure you realize there's no reward other than saying I did it. The top reward you get is at floor 114. So, I mean, besides the effects you get from using Ancient Power, there's no benefit to pushing higher than 114 at the moment. Now, I'm assuming they're going to eventually change that. Yeah, there's quite a few people with 999 caps. I think I might be the lowest Ancient Power with 999, though. Not positive. I did the math. I didn't just grind it. I strategically grinded it. I just grinded it. Don't let me lie. I mindlessly grinded it and watched crazy amounts of Netflix. I watched all of The Flash and all of The Arrow. And a bunch of movies. And that got me to the caps. And prior to that, my first 15 AP went way slower. And for those, I watched Game of Thrones twice. All of it. Yeah, nothing special. They might end up giving him some kind of special flair or whatever. But yeah, he got a personal message. It actually had his name in it. He screenshotted it. Level 1, they do like 700,000 and change, I think. My flame artists do. I don't think I have any at tier 1 right now. Let me look around. No. These are all upgraded for sure, right? Nah, none of them are at tier 1. That's all I can do right now, is go up and one-shot bosses. As far as the packs, I'm completely useless. And that's like the Barbarian strong point, is burning packs usually. What's going on there, Chaos? Long time no see. I keep trying to bullet jump there, Soft. There is no Barbarian bullet jumping in DD2, confirmed. And I keep hitting X on the boxes. No, we didn't get any info, Master Reaps. Nothing really. It was... I really thought we were going to, too. Look at this, no swords again. I mean, I got a blue one, but to me that classifies as no sword. What the heck? Nothing wrong with floor 70 there, Master Ming. Floor 70 is farther along than I'd probably guess 80% of the entire player base. So there's nothing wrong with that, man. You did good. Don't be ashamed of floor 70, dude. I'm gonna start doing some Onslaught walkthrough tutorials, Mended. I think I'm gonna do them live, actually, so people can ask questions. And I'm just gonna slow roll Onslaught. In fact, I might start it tomorrow. Start at floor 57 and work my way up. Y'all got some mana for me? Oh, it didn't pop yet. Sweet. Do I have any tips for you? I got a whole ton of them there, Ruben. On a defense, that's really, really good, Chaos. On a hero, it's not that good, sadly. On heroes, it actually appears to be bugged, and it's not really doing much. Is that too close? That looks pretty dang close, but... the Initiates, don't buy the Initiate. Make that your last hero, Logan. It's not a bad hero, but it's not going to add value to your gameplay, really. So definitely, I mean, in my mind, although like the Barbarian and the Gunwitch are both ridiculously fun to play, I pretty much don't suggest anyone get a Barbarian or a Gunwitch until they have all the building heroes. And then I wouldn't suggest anyone get the Initiate until after that. Just to give you an idea. Alright, I think we good. I can get one more down here. There we are. We set. Oh, if it's for your defenses, that's like a hot item, Chaos. That's really good. I should have just gone on and upgraded some shards. I know I'm going to anyway. Get a little more power out of this barb. The problem is you can't do anything on the Initiate you can't do on the Monk except boost your towers. So where, like, the Initiate is the female version of the Monk. You know, we all know that. But the Monk buffs heroes and the Initiate buffs towers. And if you want to be a tower buff hero, then yeah, the Initiate would be good stuff. But remember, I mean, where heroes most effectively come in play right now is on bosses, burning down bosses. And the Initiate's not going to add a whole lot of value there versus what a Monk could do. Max Tenacity means that you can completely ignore Cyborgs on the ground defense you put it on, basically. Like, I've got Max Tenacity on these Weapon Mans. I've got a lower quality Tenacity on the Flames. Can I clear it? Oh yeah, thought I was going to get caught up on something for sure. Yeah, that's good stuff there, Chaos. It's very good stuff. Need to upgrade these shards. I'm running out of juice way too quick. Nope, no way to stop frost orcs. The only way to stop them from freezing is to kill them. How that works is they're not actually putting a debuff on your defenses. It's the same thing with hex throwers. Like a frost orc, the freeze aura is an aura around the frost orc itself. So its defenses that are within range of that get frozen, but it's not actually being applied to the defense. So as soon as the frost orc dies, it instantly goes away. And then, like hex throwers, they're not actually throwing at your defenses. They're throwing at the ground directly under your defenses. So it's putting that debuff on the ground under your defense, not on your defense itself. And that's why it's unaffected by tenacity as well. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the best way to deal with frosties is use fire, you know? Frost mobs take double damage from fire. So definitely use fire on frost lanes, especially if it's a tough lane you've been having a problem with. The best way to get better gear is to keep playing there, Zen. It's all just based off of your play. Always play the highest chaos tier you can, and then keep playing it. And remember, it's not about winning the map, it's about playing the map. So if you say you're only making it to wave 4 or wave 5, you're getting loot. So you're going to be getting upgrades. You know, say you bump up from Chaos 3 to Chaos 4, but you can only make it to wave 5. Or say you can only make it to wave 4. You don't go back to Chaos 4. You stay in the tier you're in. And you keep grinding it out. Oh, we'd have to be playing Lobby stuff on the Xbox there, Chaos. My Xbox account is nub. It's all kinds of nubby. Yeah, you have to watch out for that gap underneath. The answer to that is you put it slightly forward. Like here for, say this, well, we don't have a wall over here. Say this objective right here. If you put the reflect beam right on top of the objective, it's going to have that small gap underneath of it, and a hex thrower that's down here can throw under that gap and hit the objective. So if you move it forward, say, you know, over here on the stairs or whatever, then if it throws underneath of it, it's going to be hitting into the stairs and not hitting into the objective. Oh, when I play on consoles, I'll just be playing for fun, Chaos. I've got no aspirations to grind another account up to the top. It was just it wasn't really a relationship. It was a mutual appreciation and respect, and how that worked out was one of the Terraria developers had met with Blacksmith, who was the original creative director for Dungeon Defenders 2, at a convention or something. I don't even know how they met. But anyway, they were talking, and they both liked each other's game, and jokingly said, hey, you know, maybe one day we should do a crossover. And then they actually did it. What is a perfect one? A perfect one would be 35% at Chaos 8. I think it's 30% at Chaos 7. I gotta get used to the jumping on the barb again. I had it down perfect, and then I stopped playing them for ages. I would be shocked if you found anybody here. That's a rare mod, the Shocking Revelations. You don't see very many max ones. I got lucky with mine. I got it on like the first couple of days of the update hitting. takes so long to get your jump primed up out there. See, that time I got caught on the root there. Didn't have enough fury to one-shot anything that time. It's alright. We'll still give him the pain. Oh man, Siege Roller on the slow road. Come on out, little Siege Roller. Nothing bad could possibly happen. That was, in my opinion though, Logan, that was the smartest, one of the smartest marketing things Trendy ever did. That Terraria crossover brought so many players to the game. I mean, I know a lot of people that came to the game because of that Terraria crossover. It was definitely a very smart move on Trendy's part. Wrong way. I don't know, Central, maybe one day. I've got no plans to right at the moment, but maybe one day. The next, like, RPG-style playthrough I want to do is that Graveyard Keeper. That looks really fun. And I still need to revisit Astroneer, too. Man, I can't get a sword to save my life here. Oh, that's one of the hardest grinds there, Master. Is getting those, getting the shards is brutal. Statistically, you would have to do like 72 shard packs, Chaos 1 shard packs opening, to get one destruction shard. Do a quick inventory here. Oh yeah, I know a ton of people partake. You're not the only one. Wrecked came with the Terraria crossover. Still playing. Wrecked is actually on the RQA team for DD2 now. Or he has been for almost a year. But yeah, he came with the Terraria crossover. I gotta look at these axe swing speeds. I know there's a low quality one. I think that's... Rumor has it there's a low quality axe that that is heavy, like a green one. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the low qual stuff and see. I want a fast sword and a heavy sword would be ideal, or a light sword and a heavy sword for what I want to do. You can get new heroes from Defender packs, but it's really rare. I've gotten a few, but I've opened a ton of Defender packs too. Come on, mods, where you at? Yup, Trendy's in Gainesville, Florida. It's a miserable, hot place. I give lots of crap about it. It's like, why on earth did you agree to move to Gainesville, dude? That place is miserable. I bet that thing looks super cool. I'm gonna keep that. Elven War Axe. That thing looks awesome. On the tooltip, anyway. Might look like a POS in game. Oh, I can't afford to. That's like all the way across the country for me, Logan. Trendy's not going to pay for it, and I can't afford it. So. Oh crap! I was thinking it was pre build phase. I better hurry up. heck? Wrong hero. How long before the stream ends? I don't know. Only been going an hour. I mean, at minimum, another hour. At the minimum. But it depends on when I start yawning. It's what? It's coming up on midnight for me. So as soon as I start yawning, that's probably a sign that it's time to stop. But I plan on going for a little while. I definitely want to get 2 decent swords anyway. What does that leave? That doesn't leave me very much, but it leaves me enough to do that. And that is way more than we have. Oh, wouldn't be the first time there, Partek. Wouldn't be the first time. I want to look at this. Does it look cool? Oh, it looks so dainty. I had higher hopes. That's not very barbaric. That frail little axe. Little elven, made out of that little frail elven steel. What the heck, man? Oh, I was just checking that one out for looks there, Central. Wayne, thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you a ton. Come on out, Bettis. Let me bring you the pain here. What's the max? I think it's 0.38. Let me see. Yep, 0.38. There's Oza. I think that would be awesome as hell there, Logan. Have like a transmogrify system like other games have. That would be the most awesome thing ever. Well, that's not where I was aiming. What the heck? Got a stuck mob over there, it looks like. Oop. Accidentally stopped my upgrade. If you join the group chat there, Iceman, up in the top right of the Steam group, you'll see like join group chat or some button like that, and then you'll see me in the chat. You can just manually add me, or you can manually join the game that way. It won't let you join now though because we're halfway through the match. You'll have to wait till the next match starts. Yeah, you gotta get stem defense rates there, Chris. You'll get them, man. It's a terrible grind, but you'll get them. It could be called the seamstress. That's what she's called now, Logan. Or did they take the name off of her? I haven't looked in a while. Now that you can access everything through the menu. You missed my face cam? I tell you what, those are terrible shots too. My friends list is full, Central. I have to delete people before I can add anyone. I'll start after we get moved, I'm going to start using the webcam again, but I'm going to have a setup for it. Right now, I stream in my living room, and my wife doesn't like me using the green screen and all that, and she doesn't want people seeing our living room. I got like a TV right behind me and stuff, so, or not right behind me, but you know what I mean. It's the wall behind me, and it just wouldn't work out while I'm streaming without using a green screen, and I'm too lazy to set it up and tear it down every time. But yeah, anyway, when I did that webcam, that little intro for the tutorials, I had a little booze in me. There's no doubt there, Logan. I was a little boozy. You can see it in my eyes. I should have never used that footage, but I ended up using it on a bunch of videos. Yep, exactly, Chris. If you want Shatterquake and you're playing actively on The Apprentice, you're gonna be way better off. Absolutely. Fastest way to get back to C7 is to have a set of gear from every tier prior to doing Ancient Power. Trade it all to a friend before you reset, and then have them trade the gear back to you one tier at a time after you reset, and you'll be back to Chaos 7 in less than 5 minutes without requiring doing any maps at all. Yeah, it's so late, Cookie, I didn't bother. I probably should have. Somebody noticed. I haven't been streaming late night on YouTube in a while, so I didn't figure many people would come out. I'm glad you all showed up, though. Thank you all very much. You just right-click on my name there, Iceman, and join game. It's not going to let you right now because, like I said, we're wave 4 or 5. You have to wait until we join up in the next match. But if you just right-click on my name, there should be a join option. I actually just started bot. I've only been streaming for, what, about an hour. Should shards be tradable among players? I think as rare as the shards are, I think that would be a good system. I mean, shards are so rare, you know, somebody like me that has an abundance of shards, I could, you know, I could sell them for a decent amount of gold. How do you kill stuck mobs? You can use defenses to do it, like bees will go in and kill stuck mobs, the Nimbus will. Fissures will kill stuck mobs, Earth Shatters will. Or you can use heroes to do it, like the EV2's Proton Charge ability will go into the spawn and kill stuck mobs. Charged Shot, the Charged Shot shard on any hero damage hero, like the Huntress Apprentice or EV2, the Charged Shot, when it procs, it will go into the spawn and kill stuck mobs. My setup's not really worthy of a vid right now, Logan. Alright, I'll go ahead and turn on some stuff. The Bastille Master gets stuck, it's the worst. There's no doubt about it. The prices would be ridiculous on shards at first, but they would go down. Just like now, I mean, on day 1, Chaos 8 amp was selling for 25-30 million, and now they're like 6. Let me see. I'm showing online. I see you. Let's see. The stupid new... It's giving me an option to join your game, Iceman. But I'm definitely online. I mean, I just looked at it. I'll double check. Let me look through the... Yeah, it's showing me online. 100% for sure. Well, people ran the melee boom mod up. Shards are abundant, though. It's a big difference between a max melee boom and a deadly strike shard. I mean, a defense raid or a deadly strikes or those shards, none of those are going to sell for anywhere near as much as a max mod. Unless you just find somebody with a ton of gold. People that had a lot of gold ran those prices up. See, the most expensive thing I ever bought was 50 million, and that was charity because I bought it from Omni and I owed him gold. Or I felt like I owed him gold anyway. Well, my weapon manufacturer is perfect in all aspects, and it's Chaos 8. The number doesn't go high enough. I mean, the maximum you can sell something for is right under 100 million gold, you know. That relic would sell for more than 100 million if it was sellable. Give me some heals up over here. The heck, man. I'm gonna have to hop on a Dryad, I think. If it keeps going this way. Come on, give me a sword up in here. Gotta be a sword in this box, right? I want shiny swords. Gloves. That's all I get. Terrible. Anyway, now's the time to join. We're popping into a fresh match, so you want to queue up right now if you want to get in with us. Skeletal archers are good single target DPS there, Logan. The problem with skeletal archers, in my opinion, is I think they could use a little bit more range. I think if they had a little bit better range, they would be used a lot more frequently. But, I mean, technically, you could use a skeletal archer anywhere where you use a cannonball tower if they had a little bit more range. Oh, I got a crystalline saber? Well, I still got it in my bag then. I don't think I sold it. Or did I? Did I sell it by accident? Oh my god, I sold it by accident, didn't I? God, I'm such a derp. Sadly, not the first time that's ever happened either. Wonder what that looks like. I already know what these other ones look like. Well, while we're waiting to fill up here, I'll do a quick inventory check here. What's going on there, Redstrom? How you doing? Still not letting you in there, Iceman? Oh, that stinks, Chris. Yeah, you're gonna have to choke one. You're gonna have to just eat one of them. Sadly. I've done that too. I actually put a storm damage mod on my bees once by accident because I wanted to test storm damage. And I wasn't thinking. And I put a perfect storm damage mod on it. And it had other good mods that I didn't want to get rid of. So I ended up having to eat the storm damage mod. It was very, very upsetting. But luckily I found another one. It's because we were mid-map there, Iceman, is why. The gating system in DD2 stinks big butts. How you gonna play with your friends? Trendy's not having it. Let's see, I think we're good. I'm gonna overkill it here, just because this lane is always really fun to overkill. Yeah, I think that should work, huh? Look at that, it's so silly. Nothing's gonna come out of there. This isn't a boss lane, is the only reason I'm doing this. A siege roller would never make it out the door. We'd sit here for a month waiting for it. What is the first defense I equipped with a gilded defense rate? Flame auras. For me, but I'm a big fan of auras. I like auras, traps, and nodes. It's my favorite defenses in the game. Actually, I can't wait to get my Huntress set and start doing some Frosty Traps builds again. But yeah, the very first defense that I did was Flame Auras. That's how it works, Chris. When you wanted power transfer, you never got it. Now that you don't want it, that's all you get. It's the same thing with me. Just power transfer out the wazoo, you know? I agree 100% there, Master. I've been pushing for the Jester for at least 2 years. I actually called that the Jester was good. My biggest completely wrong projection. I've had some ridiculously good ones too, but my biggest wrong projection is I did a official projection on the channel that the Jester was going to be the next hero like 2 years ago. And obviously the Jester never came. I thought when the Carnival event came that was the lead-in for the Jester, and it ended up not being the lead-in for the Jester. The Jester is just an NPC in DD2, sadly. Nice. Gratzer Central. That's awesome. But on the same note, I did pick that the date. I picked the date that Onslaught was going to change last time 6 months in advance. Now that's extreme luck right there. But yeah, I called the exact date 6 months in advance. This one, the date that we get our next Onslaught change, I am beyond clueless on, sadly. I don't even have a guess for y'all. I should be using Vicious on my Skyguards right now, Iceman, but I'm not. I've got it on my Frostbites, which I'm not really using at the moment. I don't even know if I upgraded it. Nice, Gratzer, Chris. There you go, man. All about the grind, I told you. Keep at it, you'll get it. It just is, it can be very frustrating while you're not getting it. Now you just need 8 more and you'll be set. You need a defense rate on all your defenses, pretty much. I've only got one defense that I'm not using defense rate on, and that's my Poison Dart Towers, but I've got a maxed out Chaos 8 defense rate mod on it. This is the only reason I'm not doing it. The Skyguard Tower has a ridiculous range potential, where most defenses would be above the cap. Like if you used a Gilded Deadly Strikes and a maximum defense range mod on just about every defense in the game, it would be a complete waste. But there are a few defenses that's not the case. And the Skyguard is one of them. You could put all of the range you could possibly get on a Skyguard and still not be at the cap. And before all you get is fleeting expertise dupes. Take that. Big old fatty ogre. I see a legendary item down there. Is it a sword? Or an axe? I'll take either. Nope, it's a totem. Imagine that. There we go. I think we're good. Terrible. Just terrible. I gotta figure out what the best way to grind focus is there, Partek. I saw on the interwebs it says going solo and stealth killing everything is the best way, but... Oh, I hear you, Demon. I just started in Warframe, so I've been playing it a lot. I'm really digging it. It's super fun. Most of the YouTube channel doesn't like me playing it. But, you know, what can you do? Can't make everybody happy, sadly. Everybody wants me to only play DD2 and nothing else. But, gots to mix it up, you know? Alright, good luck there, Bot Sows. Hopefully you find at least one. Warframe is definitely super fun, though. Sanctuary Onslaught. See, that's what I was thinking about doing. The last time I did Sanctuary Onslaught, I was in a full group, and I know you don't get as much then, but man, I got a ton. Yeah, but I log a lot of hours, Partek. If you took all of your Discord hours every day and added them into gaming hours, then it would be a more suitable comparison. I play games, you know, that's what I do. As long as I can get away with it, I'm gonna keep doing it. I love playing games. I don't stop, you know, I don't stop to do other things unless I absolutely have to. I don't have a greater focus lens yet, Demon. I still gotta get one. I've got the nub one. I'm not sure, Partek. I'd have to look. I have no clue, to be honest. I'm not at 200 hours, for sure. Probably like 100-ish. I don't know. I have no clue, to be honest. I got no pet on this guy either. Poor Barb. Gets no love, man, I tell ya. You know, Malthus is in the spawn too far still. It's alright. We'll put the smack down. 44,000. Not very good. 40 platinum. I got 0 platinum currently, Demon. I gotta farm up another Warframe, or I've been very stubborn. I got some money sitting in my Steam account to buy some platinum with, or buy a package or something with. But I've been holding out, hoping I get one of those 75% off coupons. I mean, how do you not want one, you know? There we go. There's an axe. Medium. Yeah, I'll use it. Got ability power on it. Currently, that's what I've been going for, is an ability power build. I'm further in as far as mastery, but that's it. Oh, it's definitely a grind game. Master Reaps, no doubt. It's a much more in-depth grind game than DD2. But currently, there's nothing for me to grind in DD2. I mean, I play DD2 now just for fun. Once they change Onslaught, I'll climb Onslaught floors again. But up until that point, like right now, I've just got nothing to grind. I've got all the shards, I've got tons of gear. I mean, I could grind some crafting materials, but how boring is that? Anybody gonna dish out the mana? There we go. There it is. I cannot believe that that's the first legendary weapon that's dropped so far tonight. I mean, if I didn't need one, that's literally all that would drop. Is there any mastery tips I can give? Make sure you have shards. Mastery is all about having the proper shards there, Central. Once you have the proper shards, then you want to go mastery. Because remember, you get scaled down. The problem with material grinding is it's extremely boring doing content that is zero challenge. So like low level material grinding is me slapping a flamar in front of every lane and watching TV or watching a movie or putting something on my getting some Netflix going on my second screen. I gotta find something new to watch. I can grind some of that out then and not lose my mind. I get my wife to play. She's not interested. She's got an account that's... I carried her, but she's up to Chaos 7. But she just doesn't want to play. Well, let me get rid of that. And go like this instead. There we go. Perfect. Just perfect. Let's see, I wanted to use that axe. Let's see. Let's go all axes this time. We'll use this green meanie here. Let me put it over here. Light and a medium. Look at that thing. It looks just so frail and dainty. A little elvish axe. I've watched Peaky Blinders already. That was a good one, I would agree. What's going on, Twinkie? How you doing? Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to set any expectations there, Master. It depends. I'll grind after they change it. I'll grind until there's something else to grind. I mean, I'll probably go to 200, 300, 400, something like that. I don't know. I don't really have any expectations or goals as far as getting to a floor. I'll grind up to whatever floor the next cosmetic reward is. Or the highest cosmetic reward. Now, if they put a cosmetic reward at floor 1000, I'll probably never get it. But if they get like a floor 200 and a floor 300 cosmetic reward, I'll definitely do those. No doubt about it. I'm actually going to do some long streams when they finally do that. They're probably over on Twitch. Most of the YouTube community doesn't like the long live streams on the YouTube channel. It spams up the channel feed a little bit. And I understand. You know, most people watch YouTube for recorded and edited content. Come taste my dainty little elvish steel axe. Get some. You got a holiday tomorrow in your country? Very nice. Well, happy whatever day you got there, Central. Those are always nice. Oh, I would agree with that statement about 1,000 times over there, Iceman. No doubt about it. The Protean update was awesome, and it added some really, really nice features into DD2. The mods are a thing of beauty. I hope they take DD2 as a learning experience and really make an awesome DD3 for us down the road. That's my hopes and dreams. I don't think they'll ever add a PvP mode. They might. If enough people in the community want it, they'll do it, but not very many people in the community want it. Not very many people in the community that are vocal about it anyway want it. If you want stuff like that, you gotta post on the forums about it and get other people posting and supporting your idea. Is the best way to get a new game mode added in. What's going on there, Jerry? How are you? No, I just terribly mispronounced your name, and I do apologize for that. Your name actually sounds a little Dutch. I should be able to pronounce it. My wife is from Holland. But I failed. I do apologize for my failure. I already looked at it. It was not a weapon, was it? I'd really like to get a heavy sword. That would, if I got a heavy sword tonight, I'd be very pleased with it. Be very, very pleased with myself. Take that, baddies. You are Dutch, very nice. I've got family there that is not on the wife's side even. I've got an uncle. Most of my family's in Northern Ireland, but I've got an uncle that left Northern Ireland and went to the Netherlands before I was born. Nah, the new update's nowhere near live yet, Dragon. Few more weeks, I would guess. Hopefully it's here in a few more weeks anyway. Wrecked, and wrecked. I gotta get this hero squared away. I'm gonna completely change him up. I think I'm gonna go hero damage, buff hero damage, and then maybe healthy hero damage on all of his armor for mods, and then just do a hack and slash build. And I'll throw I'll throw enough ability power in where I can get his number 8, because I do really love that number 8. The Falcon Shot. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Anyway, I want to get that to the point where I can one-shot siege rollers, so I'll have to throw some AP in there somewhere. Or Hawk Strike. What am I? Falcon Shot. That's the Huntress. Jesus, I'm a derp. It's after midnight, folks. Cut me some slack. It's late and I'm full of derpage. Unlimited amounts of derpage this evening. What's going on there, Caden? How you doing? Come on out, Mr. Plague and Hawk. Ah, too far in. Yeah, it looks like it did a little damage to him, but not much. What do we got there? It looks like boots and gloves. See if Malthus is going to give us any goods. Give us the loot. Nope. How much hero damage does my monk have? I'm not sure, Master. I'd have to look. Remember, my monk's a boost monk. So it's all about him being buffed. But unbuffed, it's 103,000. Once he gets buffed, that will go up to probably... I don't know. I never did the math on it. The number doesn't display when you buff yourself. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Let me look. Yeah, the number doesn't change when you're buffed. I'm guessing when I'm buffed, it would go up to 175,000-ish, something like that. I love that Nuke Monk. Just such a fun hero to play. I agree there, Master Bing. I agree 100%. I would love to see some of those weapons from DD1 return. I want a pawn shot, dude. If I had a pawn shot, I would rock that thing on my Huntress like crazy. Give me that pawn shot, man. I would just love, love, love to have that. Alright, we got the other one this time. So I'm going to throw some air into the mix. I should put 2 Skyguards in the mid, huh? Let's do it. Let's put 2 here. Let's see, and that leaves me 800 for 4 lanes. Is that right? Well, it's 5 lanes, actually. What is that? 160 per lane. So that would be 2. I could go 2 nodes and 2 Rs. I think that would work out. I loot everything, Mons Gaming, but I only keep legendary stuff. Now, if it's really cool looking and it's not a legendary piece, I'll keep it and make it legendary and just upgrade it. I've done that with quite a few different weapons. I've taken a lot of green weapons up to legendary status just because they look cool. Give me my pawn shot! You got me wanting the pawn shot now, man. Oh, I wants it so bad. Let's split this lane up a little. That's gonna leave me a lot of DU left, and I can maybe increase the flame Rs on the other lanes. See, that'll give me 3 flame Rs. Yeah, it's 1 more per lane. Perfect. Well, DD1 had way more content, but DD1 had content being developed for years and years after release, too. DD2 doesn't have that much time into it yet. But, I mean, DD1 had I don't even know how many maps there were, but there was a lot more. DD1 servers aren't shut down, Master Ming. You can log into DD1 and play right now, dude. DD1 servers are alive and well. It actually still gets updates. There's a community development team that is just players from DD1. What's going on, Simon? How you doing? But yeah, you can log in and play some DD1 right now if you wanted. They changed a lot of things, the community development team did. Oh, on console they're shut down. I didn't know that. That sucks. I had no idea they were shut down on console. That's stinky, stinky. Yeah, that carnival map was awesome. I mean, the map is already complete. I don't see why they wouldn't bring it back at some point. Hopefully soon, you know? I love that map. At the time, it was the most difficult map in the game. Now, that was before the era of mods and everything. But when it launched, it was without a doubt the most difficult map in the game. I want to say there was probably less than a dozen people that could actually clear it on Nightmare 4. There's a video in my tutorials playlist that goes through it there, mods. It's one of the tabs when you open up the interface of the weapon. Like the interface when you would upgrade it. It's one of the tabs up top. But there's a video in my tutorials playlist that walks through it. Walks through it step by step. Oop, wrong button. I didn't want to spin and to win. Trying to get some juice going here. I got no juice. If you just played it a month ago, then there hasn't been a change in the last month. Or maybe it let you play it locally. Is that what it is? Did you play it locally but not online? That could be the thing. Yeah, I had no idea. That sucks. I played it on PC, and those servers are still up. They actually still have a few players. There's not very many. I think it averages like 150, 200 players online at a time. I'm curious now. I'm going to look real quick. Let me see what the little Steam chart says. Let's see, there's Dungeon Defenders 2. Where is regular Dungeon Defenders? I'll find it here. DD2's had a big drop in the last 30 days, sadly. Let's see what it says for regular Dungeon Defenders. Here we go. Says they average 100 the last 30 days they've averaged 191 players online at a time. So it's not a ton of people. But there's still people playing it. Just not a bunch. My guess is it's probably a pretty tight-knit group as far as farming content or whatever. But yeah, I have no clue. I never played DD1 on a console. Yeah, I'll get lots of axes there, Sleo. Don't worry about that. Because you guys know I don't like melee. I mean, I'll put together a good barb build that works, and I'll test it to make sure it works. But I'm not going to play the barb as a main. I like ranged heroes better. I like to pew-pew. I wants to shoot stuff. Pew-pew! That's the best I can go to shooting stuff on the barb. Nothing really, Augusto. Trendy's been really tight-lipped with what's to come. You can do exclamation news. A week ago, they posted up some artwork of the new map that's coming. But as far as things that are confirmed, we know we're getting a new map. We're getting 2 new maps. We know that one of them is going to be a boss fight. We know that it's pirate-themed. We know that Onslaught is going to be changed so that it's always one map floors. And I'm sure I'm missing something. Anybody else fill in the gaps in chat there for me? But that's what we know so far. But originally we knew it was going to be a coastal themed map, and then Trendy confirmed with those images that it's definitely pirate themed. There's a lot of pirate themed mobs. Yeah, that's what I mean. That art post they did last week on the blog. Some good looking art. I could never say anything negative about Trendy's art style. I love what the artists have done. The characters look great. I love the way the mobs look. I mean, we all know that the I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, it's getting late. I apologize. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was talking about the art style. Yeah, I mean, we all know that there's bugs in Dungeon Defenders, and the game is not optimized perfectly. You know, we would all love to see changes to that, but as far as the art in the game, the art is incredible. They did a great job. I liked some of the DD1 there too, Master Ming. I liked having those big, huge auras, the big traps. I loved having that. In fact, when they add in the gender swap for the Huntress, you know, we'll get the Ranger, which was the gender swap from DD1. I'm really hoping they put in a gas trap, like in DD1. I think that would be just absolutely awesome. God, how do I keep hitting number 7? I'm blowing all my juice on that spin, and I'm not meaning to do it. Well, I mean, the DD2 defenses are effective. The only thing from DD1 as far as defenses go that I wish was a thing is, like I said, the aura and trap size. I did really like that in DD1, and the attack speed of defenses. I loved seeing those numbers just rip off, just pop, 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 pop. I think that was just so awesome. You know, whether it be auras or, you know, your harpoons. Seeing one straight solid line of harpoons flying through the air. That was the most awesome thing ever. No doubt about it. I would love to see that come to DD2, but it's never going to. They've just straight up said that the difference is DD1 was local. It ran locally. I'd like to get a 1080 Ti there, Alpha. Is my goal, really. Dang, up to 1156. I'm blowing out my the Ascension numbers I said I was going to hit this week. Oh, anyway, with the attack speed, though, in DD1, you know, those defenses just fired off like crazy. Just auras just ripping off. Just, you know, the straight line of the ballist or the harpoons. Just so cool. But in DD2, each little tick of damage has to communicate to the server. Wish there were some maps where you could actually have a reason to use the environment. Yeah, definitely, Chris. No doubt about it. They used to be that way. You had yours at 0.1. That's so awesome. You got some axes in your shop? Sweet. I'll check them out. Well, you had the option, Iceman, to play on the ranked servers. You chose to play between ranked or those open servers. It looks like my connection is dropping here. Hopefully it recovers right away. Looks like it's going to, maybe. Alright, yeah, it's smoothed out. Sorry about that. Got real framey there for a second. Nah, new maps, Cheesy Toast. We're not going to get a new hero anytime soon, but we will be getting new maps soon. I mentioned it a minute ago. We're getting one regular map, and then we're going to get a boss map as well. So like a Betsy style. I'm assuming it's going to be pirate. Well, it's going to be pirate themed. The whole next content update is going to be all pirate themed. I'm assuming we're going to get some cool piratey weapons and stuff like that. Do a quick inventory here. Let's see. No shards I need. Let's just dump all of those. Alright, let's see if we got any mods here. Come on, big old fat green bar mods, let's see ya. You're up in this bag somewhere, I know you are. That's kind of a different looking axe. Ramster biter. On the picture, on the little tooltip, it looks cool anyway. Orc boom. Ugh. I gotta keep it just because it's green. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna sell it. I've got a bunch of those already that I'm not using. There's no point in keeping that around. Medieval stick. I could make that legendary if I wanted to. I've got C8 relics now. There, Augusto. Like, here's a max C8 relic right there. Tenacity servo. All max mods on it. I got this bad boy here. Where is it? My poison dart towers. All maxed out in Chaos 8. I'm working on this right now, but it's not there. It's not all the way up yet. It's only 4 or 5 upgrade levels. But yeah, I got some good stuff. I got some goodies. Man, nothing. No more weapons either. Let's see if we got any 46k. Basically, with relics, I look to see if they're over 46,000. If they're over 46,000, then I look further at them. But if they're not over 46,000, I look right down in the mods. If the mods are not green or higher, then I just sell them. Just dump it all off. Doesn't look like I got anything. Nothing so far. I just cannot believe that I'm not getting legendary swords. I mean, where the heck are they all at? That's in preparation there, Augusta. I am assuming we're going to get Chaos 8 shards back. If we get Chaos 8 shards, then... Crap, I got more shards here. Let me get this stuff out of my bag. If Chaos 8 shards come back, I'm going to be putting that bad boy right there on my poison dart towers. I don't use it now because it's been removed from the game and everybody doesn't have... you can't get it right now. So since other new players can't get it, I personally don't use it. But when I can use that again, that right there is going on my poison dart towers. And then I'm going to have the electrocute combo going for free. So my poison dart towers are going to CC lanes, basically. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Right. Where'd the mana go? There it is. Oop. Got a legendary sword in your shop. That's my shop. Let's see. Don't really need this stuff, but I mean, I'll buy it just since I'm not getting them. There's that Ramster Biter, is what I got a minute ago. Don't put any more stuff in there, though. I don't want any more stuff. Unless it's legendary. And then, by all means, sell it all to me for free. Where the heck did you go, Mr. Flame Arrows? Here we go. Let's see, what's up, EC Plays? You're a little bit late, Oblivious, but, you know, better late than never. Haven't played DD2 for about a year, and they're so much different, and you find it very confusing. EC Plays, that guides and tutorials playlist is updated. Everything in it is still relevant. So there is some older videos, but they still apply. But there's new videos there explaining all of the different new systems in DD2. I would start off there. Move that back just a little bit more. Because there is just lots of stuff. What time is it for me? It's coming up on 1 a.m. It's 12:43 a.m. Is that too close? That's a little bit close. I'm going to leave it there anyway. The roller butt might have a tough time sneaking out. I don't really sell mods, Augusta. Yep. I got 230. Oh, we're missing mana. We is definitely missing some mana. So you're what? You're 2 hours different from me there, Caden? No, nobody wants to give it up. It's alright. We'll just leave this lane a little bit short. It'll be okay. We'll just do that. I'll DPS it on the monk, the boost monk here for the first wave. Until I get some mana. $9.45 there. Yeah. DD2 has got a very diverse player base from all over the world. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I play with people from, you know, Rect is from Nepal. I play with people from Saigon. Omni, of course, is in the UK. And Mons in Sweden. Cookie Benger's from Germany. Gobu's from Germany. Sidewalk lives in Canada. So it's got a very diverse player base from all over the place. That's awesome, though. That's one of the beauties of gaming. You know, you get to meet people from all over the world. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. We'll do that. Make that lane AFKable. I can barb it up. Get all barbalicious. With my dainty elven axe. Man, I wish that thing was a little bit more menacing. I'm still debating on making it legendary, though. If it was just a touch more menacing, I would love it. There is no bad, Caden. It's a gear grind game. If you're winning, if you're getting a victory screen and you're winning matches, then there's no difference between you and anybody else that's winning matches. There is no good and bad. You either win or you lose. That's the judge of good and bad. So don't think that any other players are any better at the game than you are. It's a time grind. You know, it's a free to play equals free to grind, you know, with this particular business model. So the people with more time have better gear. That's just how it is, but it doesn't mean they're any better than you are. For certain. Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest thing to do, is just play, I like Fortnite Central personally. I actually played a little bit of PUBG, and I didn't really care for it. It felt a little wonky to me. I don't know. Now, it's been a while since I played it. I'm sure they've had lots of updates and made the game better. But I haven't, although I haven't played it in a long time, I do have fun in Battle Royale. Flamewire spam should work. I mean, I've cleared Chaos 2 or Chaos 7 with Chaos 5 Flamewire's before. I know, like, Mama, those of you who remember Mama did it substantially lower than that. Did it with, it was like the equivalent of Chaos 4 gear back when he did it. On one of his many Ancient Power resets. So, I mean, if you got some walls and some flame auras, it's a good game. Now, you gotta have mods. If you don't have, or pardon me, shards. If you don't have the shards, you're not gonna be able to get the job done. But the shards are more important than the gear. Now, all this is a drum beat. How is this on a reggae playlist? Crazy. I gotta skip this song. I don't really understand how that song made it onto a reggae playlist. What's it even called? Let's see. I'm not finding it anywhere. It's called Drums Reda UT. Well, at least the name of the song is fitting. That's crazy. And where is it at on the playlist? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Actually, there we go. The playlist is almost over. I'll have to skip to the next page, but we'll let it play out for a minute. Get off me, assassins! Taste my dainty elvish axe. Yeah, the game is all about shards. Shards are step one. There is no doubt at all. Yeah, the Dryad's extremely powerful for sure. She a strong, burly girl. No doubt about it. Haha, yeah, you're all good. They're oblivious. I mean, you can rush through the content, but it's just gonna frustrate you because you rushed to Chaos 7 and then you have to go back to the lower tiers and grind for shards. It can be very boring. Oh, we lost a window control. That's alright. We'll just have to watch the windows. It's all good. I mean, I could always sell one of these extra flame auras and put down a sky guard. Guess I'll do that. I think we got 3 up here, don't we? Yeah. Oh, it's because of the damn hex throwers. We lost the other one. The other one doesn't matter now. No problem. If you get hex throwers in these lanes right now and you're doing a low aggro build, what I mean by a low aggro build is no walls, then the hex throwers don't have a target, so they'll pick the nearest core to target. And these cores, of course, are in range from their spawn, so they just throw up here. It's one of the downsides of not using any walls. Oh, now all the weapons are dropping. I'm on my monk, and weapons are dropping. What the heck? Just a matter of building the right build. Whatever chaos tier you're stuck on there, Caden, just type it in chat. Exclamation Chaos 5, for example, will give you a rundown on how to beat Chaos 5. Exclamation Chaos 4 will give you a rundown on how to beat Chaos 4, and so on. So, there's all 7 Chaos tiers are in there. Just gotta take a break there, Oblivious. Play something different, man. There ain't nothing wrong with taking breaks. Don't want to make the game not fun, you know? As soon as it becomes not fun, that's not a good thing. Gots to have the fun, man. Anyway, I'll do one more map here, and then I think we're going to call it a night. It's creeping up on 1 a.m., but we'll knock out one more. Oh, I know, Augusta. I haven't made it to that. I haven't made it to that level of desperation yet. Give it another day of grinding, and then I'll be like, "What the heck?" And I'll equip like a bunch of squires or something. Or equip 4 barbarian. Well, equipping 4 barbarians does nothing for you. You could equip a squire and a dryad. A squire, a dryad, a barbarian, and then just leave the 4th spot empty, and you would get a crap ton of swords. No doubt about it. It's because there's a consecutive win streak bonus there, Iceman. The more maps in a row you do, the higher your bonus stacks up. Needs me to juice. There we go. Almost upgraded that. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. A squire can have shield drops as well, which would fluke the averages. I actually, it seems like, to be honest with you, when I play with a Dryad in the deck, I get so many swords. I'd actually prefer to have axes on the Barb. I think they look cooler for the Barb. But they're, you know, just getting the swing speed you want and all that can be a problem if you don't mix it up. Do a little mixy-matchy. Mixy-matchy. Doop, wrong hero. When I pop number 7 on the Barb, it doesn't do the same thing as when I pop number 7 on the Monk. Oh, god dang it. Oh! Falling into drink, don't do it! Let's see, and that's always a boss lane, so we'll do that, and I think that should be good. See, you want to do Mastery so you can get good shards. Well, remember, Mastery, once again, it's all about your shards, because your gear and your Ascension gets scaled down. So it doesn't matter how high your Ascension is in Mastery, everybody plays it at the same level. That's the whole deal with Mastery. So, like, even if you were, like, in full Chaos 8 gear and 10,000 Ascension, if you log into Mastery, you're going to be playing it at the same level as someone that's in Chaos 7 gear with, say, 200 Ascension. Going to be the same thing. So Mastery, it's about the shards, you know, and mods. Mods were not calculated into Mastery, so mods are all bonuses. So if you have the shards you need, and you have decent, even just decent mods, then you're going to just steamroll Mastery. I debated on doing some Mastery streams, but Mastery's just not super fun, is one of the problems. It puts all the limitations on you, you know? It's just not insanely fun. But yeah, Mastery is 100% all about them shards. If you got Destruction, Defense Rate, and Deadly Strikes, then Mastery is going to be much easier on you. You don't, Caden. You need to care more about... You need to get all the shards you need. Before you even think about mods, get the shards you need. The mods will come. While you're grinding for shards, you're going to be finding mods the whole time. So, just grind those shards, man. Get the shards you need, and then the mods will be there. The mods are just the gravy on top, you know? I love those maps in Mastery. I thought those were the most fun. The ones with the 30-second build time. It just threw you into a chaotic mess right at the beginning. I thought it was a lot of fun. Most people would disagree with me there, but I personally did enjoy those. Oh, there's a lot of things they could do there, Oblivious. One of the main issues, it looks like our playlist ended. One of the main issues is the gating system, particularly in Onslaught. I would love to see that gating system changed, but I don't think it's gonna. I mean, I think Trendy's real happy with the state of it, and I've told him, I've talked to Jose directly, and I've told Lalta and Alandrian a bazillion times that if you want people to play together, the game is all about Onslaught right now. It's like the end game. So make it so people can play together. You know, why can't a floor 30 person play with a floor 60 person and then get credit for the lower floor? You know, now, of course, I'm not the one who has to design that system, so it's a lot easier for me to say it. But say you're on floor 50 and I'm on floor 20, I should be able to play floor 50 with you, and then I should get the unlock credit for floor 20, and you would get it for floor 50. You know, in my mind, that would fix the Onslaught system as far as people playing together. I mean, right now, Onslaught, unless you've got a dedicated friend that you play with every time, Onslaught is a solo game mode. Oh, inside the spawn, really? That one's a challenge. That one I'm not throwing into my favorite maps pool. There, Quag. But the other 30-second build time maps I did really like. Now, if you're playing with a friend, then that one's not a big deal. You just have to prepare it out, you know? Oh, they don't want me around. I'm a pain in their butt. Most people don't realize that. I mean, I'm courteous and respectful, and I don't, you know, I don't say disrespectful things to them, but I'm one of Trendy's biggest critics. I let them know all the time, you know, what my thoughts are on things. I'm a huge pain in the ass to them. Jose and I have had some really good discussions, but as far as like their marketing department, I'm a huge pain in the butt. All I do is complain. But talking to Jose is different. He's not a marketing guy. He'll just straight up ask you, hey, do you think, you know, what do you think would be fun, you know? I can tell you one thing, and that's a huge positive for Dungeon Defenders 2, and that is Mark and Jose, who are the two main creative guys in DD2 right now. They really, really care. They don't want a bad product. They want everyone to love their game. And to those guys, they really, really care about what they're doing. And that's a good thing. I mean, that's only going to lead to greater things for us, you know? God dang it, I did it again. Blew all my juice. Juice blown. You got you a lightsaber there, DS Central? I'll have to check it out. Come get wrecked with my dainty Elvis axe. Once you get used to the movement on the Barbarian, it is just super, super fun. Jumping all over the place. I mean, you can clear some huge gaps. Let's see, can I get up to the center objective? Let's see. Close. Not all the way. You gonna get wrecked, Malvius? I'm not gonna do crap to the Sea Driller. I'll give him a little tickle. Tickle, tickle! What was that? Oh, it's a relic. I mean, not that a relic's a bad thing. It's actually not. It's low on the secondary stat, but that primary stat roll on it's pretty decent. Central posting it all up. Let's see. See what you got. Got a lightsaber, dark arts cleaver. I'll snag them just because I'm not getting any. Central's getting all the weapons, and I'm not getting crap. All right, guys and gals, that is going to do it for tonight. I'm going to kick back and relax a little, enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. I think I might make a pizza, homemade pizza. I actually make some pretty mean pizzas, let me tell you. The wife doesn't like it when I do it because I make them as unhealthy as possible, and they are so good. Let's see, the grind moves to mods now. Yeah, pretty much that is the grind. The grind is all about mods now, no doubt about it. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody, for swinging by. I know, unannounced stream. I'm going to stream at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is in 12 hours, actually, from right now. So, back here on the YouTubes. So definitely swing on by if you're available. 12 hours from right now, I'll be live. I think, wait, let me see what Onslaught floor I'm at. I'm at 57. That's perfect, because that's where everything is unlocked. So I'm going to do a live Onslaught walkthrough series that allows people... I'm just going to slow roll the maps. It'll allow people to ask lots of questions. And I'm going to start doing that tomorrow at 1 p.m. So, yeah. If you're around, swing on by. I'll do one more thing real quick. Somebody was asking how to change an item's rarity. Let's do this dainty little Elven War Axe here. So if you open up the interface for it like you would upgrade it, you're going to switch it over and you're going to see different tabs. You've got Evolve, which will take it up another Chaos tier. And then you got Advance, which changes the rarity. And you see, it's actually really cheap. As everybody knows, we've got tons and tons and tons of these Chaos 7 amps. Like, I've got 1,500 of them here. And I just dump them all the time. You know, so we've got tons of those. So with all these amps, if you've got some gold, you can go ahead and make it a blue one. 20 more amps and another 400k will make it purple. And then 20 more amps and another 400k will make it legendary. And now when we go back out and look, that dainty little Elven War Axe is now a legendary item. So that is how you change the rarity of an item, just right there through the screen. But anyway, on that note, you all have a great rest of your weekend. I appreciate everybody swinging by. Anybody that's available in 12 hours, swing on by, ask all your questions. I'm going to be, like I said, slow rolling Onslaught, so it'll be all about teaching people how to Onslaught. So anyway, thanks again, everybody. Have a great night, and I will see you all soon. Take it easy.